Magandang hapon, Pilipinas at buong mundo. Naitay Kapuso, pahiram po ng 20 minutes ng inyong hapon. Ako po si Boy, and welcome to Fast Talk with Boy Abunda. Sa lahat po ng nanonood sa Facebook at YouTube, sa lahat ng nakikinig po sa DZWB, welcome to the program. Thank you for coming with us to the show. Maraming salamat. 7,100 people are in the studio. Parang hindi ko po naririnig. Asia's multimedia star ang ating panauhin ngayong hapon. Naitay Kapuso, please welcome Alden Richards.
For the nth time dito, boy.
Sabi ko, 7,100 people are in the audience. Parang hindi naman naririnig eh.
Hindi naman naririnig eh.
Hindi. Parang kulang eh.
Si Mega pa.
Please.
Yes po.
Oo, hindi naman parang 1,000 eh.
Opo.
Richard, maraming salamat. Kumusta?
Always thankful dito, boy. Okay naman po.
Looking good.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat. Alam ko naghahanda para sa Pulang Araw, which opens when?
Monday, Tito Boy. Monday na po, mga kapuso, mapapanood nyo na ang isa sa mga pinaka-importanteng proyekto na meron ng GMA7 at one of the most relevant projects po to watch in Philippine television. Pulang Araw po, Monday na sa GMA Prime pagkatapos ng 24 oras. 8 p.m. po yan. Para sa bayan, laban! Let's go!
We're going to talk about Pulang Araw because some people are even calling it the most important teleserye of 2024. Bakit ito? Ano ba ang Pulang Araw? Malalaman ho natin maya-maya lamang. But you know, many years ago, I met the young Alden. How much of that boy still there?
The boy has always been here, Tito Boy. I mean, hindi ko siya masukat in terms of percentage. Pero I think a huge part of who I am right now is because of that boy. That Richard Fulkerson Jr. po.
How ambitious was that boy?
Not even by a long shot, Tito Boy. Hindi po ako, I was not really confident about myself during that time.
Ano yung gusto mo during that time? At bakit hindi ka confident?
Siguro po I was really questioning my self-worth during that time. Hindi po confident in my own skin. And parang regardless po if my dad is half American, I have foreign blood within me, wala po dun eh. Parang wala po akong confidence eh. Hindi po siya na-build ng maayos. So, I just wanted to be stable and just live by the day and survive every day. Ganun lang po yung mindset ko during that time.
I met you when you were joining contests.
Yes po, Dito Boy. Pageants in particular.
Pageants in particular.
Yes po.
Doon tayo nagkakilala. And what is your fondest memory? Or even your funniest memory noong sumasali ka sa mga pageants?
Yung totoo po?
Oo, yung totoo.
Pagsusot ng swimwear!
Totoo yun. Alam mo yung batch nyo, tama ba ako? Nakaputi kayo.
Parang gold and silver.
Gold and silver ba?
Dapat walang picture na yun dito, nakakahiya.
So, hindi lang Mr. Laguna ang sinalihan mo?
Actually po, in real life, tatlo lang po talaga yung nasalihan ko. So, the
pageants?
first one po was Mr. and Miss Intramurals po. 2008, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
sa Paco Catholic School. That was my first pageant. Wala pong swimwear yun kasi Catholic school po yun.
Nanalo ka?
Nanalo po.
Okay.
Gulat, syempre po. And then eventually, when I came back to Laguna po to finish my studies in high school, doon na po ako na-offeran sumali sa Ginoong Santa Rosa, 2009.
And you won?
And I won po.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord. And then after po nun, syempre, of course, the winner of that pageant will represent Santa Rosa in the nationals, which is Ginoong Laguna po, 2010.
Okay. At lahat yan, panalunan mo.
Oo nga po eh. Gulat nga po ako eh.
Tapos, Q&A, okay naman.
Q&A, for some reason, Tito Boy, parang when people are asking me, like after the pageant, kung ano yung sinagot ko dun sa tanong, hindi ko na po maalala. Iba yung pressure at the moment, yung parang in the heat of the moment ka to answer that question. Sometimes I cannot recall my answers po.
Pero ngayon, as we look back, naalala mo yung mga tanong sa'yo?
Okay, so nung sa school po kasi walang
Q&A.
Walang Q&A. But nung Ginoong Santa Rosa,
Meron na.
ang sabi po sa question, do you think that joining pageants such as Ginoong Santa Rosa is a form of exploitation to the
Talaga?
youth.
Tayo ka nga, halimbawa, ako ang host. Welcome to Ginoong Mr. Santa Rosa. Ginoong?
Ginoong Santa Rosa po.
Welcome to Ginoong Santa Rosa
Patay.
2009. Our next contestant is Richard Fokerson.
Yes po.
Your question is, do you think joining beauty pageants, right, is a form of exploitation?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe that joining pageants is a form of exploitation because these kinds of events harness the youth to become themselves and to reach their dreams in all sorts of ways. And I'd like to think that this is a stepping stone to be in for them to achieve their dreams in the future.
Wow! Galing naman. Meron ka bang lakad? Meron ka bang lakad when you were joining this male beauty
Tatry ko
pageant?
po as much as I can to remember, Tito Boy,
Sige
kung
nga.
ano po yung lakad ko.
Katuwa ito.
So, okay. Music natin yan.
Candidate number 7.
Casual wear kunyari, Tito Boy.
Casual wear portion. Richard Fokerson.
Ganyan pa yun. Ganun, tapos lakad dito.
Grabe!
Pakit ka sa camera dito. Tapos lalakad ka pa dito. Titingin ka dito patigod. Smile. Bago bumalik dito. Something like that, Tito Boy. Parang ganun lang po.
Ganda. Nung bata ka, tinatawag kang Tisoy.
Apo. Nanay ko po yata nagpasimula nun.
Nung Tisoy?
Apo.
Sit down, please. What's the story? Your dad is half American.
Yes po, my dad's half American
Paano
po.
siya napunta dito sa Pilipinas? Have you met your lolo? What is your story?
No na po eh. Parang my grandfather died when I was 3 years old. Sa California na po siya. And then the reason why my grandmother and my lolo met was during the time of war. I don't know. Parang parang
Second World War.
Second World War. Parang my grandfather is part of a telecommunications company based in the US, and then they were bringing in technology here in the Philippines. So parang yung mga unang computers.
Doon sila
dito,
nag-meet.
Doon po sila nag-meet.
Okay. And then dad was born here?
Dad po, yes, was born here with my aunt. So may kapatid po si dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe to us your family.
Oh.
One brother, 2 sisters,
Yes.
dad.
So of course, my mom passed away
Of
po
course, oo.
a couple of years ago already. So I have my dad.
Our deepest love for your mom.
Yes, Tito Boy. My dad po, still with us. My 2 sisters lives with me, and my grandparents po lives sa amin po sa Laguna.
You didn't spoil them.
Ito pa nga isa dito, Boy. Hindi ko po sa binubuhat yung bangko ng family ko, but ganito po kasi, this is how ang dynamics po namin talaga is really ganito. They don't ask. They don't ask anything from me. I can say it with confidence na ako na yung nagtatanong. Tapos pag nagtanong, magsasabi, doon po ako magbibigay. Sometimes, sinosobrahan ko. Kasi my brothers and sisters, even my dad, has this parang notion in mind na hindi naman porket Alden, sa kanya na lahat. We also have to function individually. Ganun po, my sister, my brother who's in the US right now po. They all have that kind of sense of parang hindi natin kailangang iasa lahat kay RJ. Kasi syempre, kaya pa naman natin magtrabaho, which I appreciate po.
Napakaganda. Napakaganda. And I'm listening to you for the first time about this. Ang ganda.
Yes,
And it's now time to talk about Pulang Araw.
Yes, Tito Boy.
Di ba? Nakakatuwa pala kasi your grandfather came to the Philippines during the war.
Opo, parang ngayon ko nga lang po nasabi yun sa TV. That's how my grandmother told me po about
Ito ba
it.
yung panahon din ng Pulang Araw?
I think, yes.
Tell us
yes.
everything you can about Pulang Araw. Sino ba ito? Sino kayong apat? Is this a love story? Is this a war story? What is it about?
Pulang Araw po is storytelling about the Philippines during the World War. The Second World War po, brought by the Japanese, and which was fought by the Filipinos and Americans. So this is a story of 4 childhood friends who became very close and coming from all different walks of life.
Okay,
during
played
that
by
time.
ikaw,
Ako po,
Barbie.
David, and Sanya.
Okay. Anong mga dahilan kung bakit dapat namin tutukan ang Pulang Araw?
We live now in an age, Tito Boy, that I'd like to say history is taken for granted. and our freedom is also taken for granted na parang hindi natin nalalaman bakit ba tayo meron ito ngayon? Bakit meron tayo ng kalayaan na meron tayo ngayon? Is because of these people who became part of the Second World War. And at the same time, we owe a huge of debt to these people who have experienced all these hardships just to bring us comfort right now. If not for that World War po, wala po tayo ngayon. Hindi po tayo nakakapag-usap, Tito Boy. Wala po tayong TV shows. Wala tayong cellphones. Basta everything. And I can speak in confidence right now po because of this. Kasi our script is very much period correct po. We have consultants. We have people who tells us stories about the Second World War. And apakahirap po ng pinagdaanan ng mga Pilipino.
Today, as we talk, what is your takeaway from Pulang Araw? Bilang isang mamamayan, as a young Filipino?
Kumbaga blessing sa akin tong pagiging part ko po ng Pulang Araw, Tito Boy. Kasi parang mas nabigyan ko ng value yung pinagdaanan ng lolo't lola ko. Kakayak to. Kinikwento lang nila sa amin to candidly every time. But I get to experience it firsthand while doing this project, which gave it more value to me. Na mas lalo ko pong minahal yung mga nakakatanda sa amin, yung lolo't lola ko po, because they went through these hardships during that time. Kinikwento nila na pag tumunog na yung sirena, tatakbo na sa kuweba. Pag sinabi ng mga hapong dapa, kahit may dumi sa kalsada, dadapa sila, wala silang ibang pwedeng gawin. So I gravitated more on that idea na ang casual lang nila kinikwento, pero ang hirap nun. Sa atin, napapanood natin, naririnig natin yung kwento, but for them, that was life during 1944, 1940s.
Babalik lang ako doon sa iyo because we talked about your beginnings kanina. With the kind of fame that you have today, Richard, ano ang mga nawala sa iyo? With the kind of fame that you have today, may kapangyarihan ka na bang humindi? At kumusta ang love life mo? Ang mga kasagutan sa pagbabalik po ng Fast Talk with Boy Abunda. We're back on the show. Kasama pa rin po natin si Alden Richards. Let's do Fast Talk bago natin ipagpatuloy ang ating kwentuhan.
Yes po.
Okay, 2 minutes to do this and our time begins now. Richard, noon, ngayon.
Ngayon,
Masaya, malaya.
malaya.
Pulang araw, pulang lips.
Pulang araw.
Guwapo, romantiko.
Romantiko.
Mahal mo, mahal ka.
Mahal ko.
Magkapera, magka-girlfriend.
Magka-girlfriend.
More time for dates o more time for gaming?
More time for dates.
Kung ililipat mo ang iyong dimples, saan?
Sa noo. Hindi, joke lang. Sa kabila.
Kung pupunta ka sa past, anong dekada?
2008.
Kung invisible ka, sinong mamanmanan mo?
Secret po.
Sige na. Oo, payag ako doon. Kung may, ako nung sasabi, secret na. Kung may mag-text sa'yo ng pwede pa utang, anong isasagot mo?
Kailan bayad?
Ideal place for dates.
Somewhere private.
Ideal age to get married.
35?
Guilty or not guilty? Nag-drive ng lasing.
Guilty!
Guilty or not guilty? Nagsinungaling sa height.
Not guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? May nakaalitang co-actor.
Guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? Ng block ng basher.
Guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? Ng ghost ng babae.
Guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? Na-ghost na ng babae.
Not guilty?
Guilty or not guilty? Gumamit ng dating app.
Not guilty po.
Sweet or bitter?
Sweet.
Love or career?
Oo, both.
Single or ready to mingle?
Ready to mingle.
Lights on or lights off?
Lights on.
Happiness or chocolates?
Happiness with chocolates.
Best time for happiness and chocolates.
Anytime.
Complete the statement. Laban lang para...
Laban lang para sa mga bagay na mahal mo at tama sa buhay mo.
Alam mo, I remember when you and Julia guested here, may advice na ibinigay ka kay Julia. Sana tama ang aking pagkaalala. Parang sinabi mo sa kanya na at this age, itong panahon natin, we should be able to do things because we want them. Hindi dahil sa pressure nanggagaling sa pressure. You remember that?
Yes, Tito Boy.
O, hindi tayo nagkaroon ng panahon para pag-usapan ng konteksto noon. What was that?
Kasi parang right now, Tito Boy, as we journey through life, sometimes we don't know if what we're doing is something that we want to do po eh. Di ba? Minsan, especially us, kami pong kami pong public figures, laging I'm not saying nakakahon sa pressure ng nakararami, but nakakahon in terms of parang hindi namin namamalayan na sumusunod na pala kami palagi sa gusto ng iba. Hindi sa kung ano yung gusto namin. And then eventually po, parang naaaral na namin gustuhin yung mga bagay because palagi na namin siyang ginagawa. At nandun sa aming mga isipan na ay gusto to ng nakakarami.
I also remember Barbie. You know, Barbie was here on the show. And then we had that little game.
Napanood ko po yan.
Oo, di ba? Yung ano ang piece of advice na ibibigay mo? Nung sinabi kong Alden Richards, sabi niya, socialize. You know, socialize. What was the other line that Barbie said?
Have time for yourself.
Make time
Make
for
time,
yourself.
make time.
Oo. Anong reaction mo dun?
Natuwa po ako, napangiti ako actually when watching it kasi parang that also kind of hit me in a way na I'm a very private person kasi Tito Boy. I'm not always out in public. I don't share too much to the point sometimes na I have this thing of really putting other people first before myself.
Doon sa diskusyon, doon sa discourse na may kinalaman sa private public, ikaw yung example na how long have you been in the industry?
13 years po.
13 years. Ikaw yung ito para sa publiko. Ito para sa akin. At kinaya mo.
Doable naman po eh.
Correct. Oo. Correct. Ito, mapangahas. For instance, your girlfriends, you've been very, very private about it. At nakaya.
Yes po.
Nakaya.
Yes po.
Oh, kaya pag sinasabi ng iba na, hindi, you're right. I mean, the word is, it's doable. May isang kasabihan that the true measure of a powerful man who's public is to be able to keep some things to himself. Di ba? Kung ano yun, yun ang tunay na...
Galing.
Yun ang tunay na kapangyarihan.
Yes po.
Di ba? With the fame that you have today, Richard, ano ang mga nawala sa'yo? Kung meron man.
I see to Tito Boy na regardless of where I am right now or who people think I am, things that I've been doing before, even way I started, even bago po ako magsimula sa showbiz, nagagawa ko siya to keep my sanity. Like, I go home to Laguna, I go to malls, meron na lang po...
Hindi ka pinagkakaguluhan?
Part na po eh. Yun din po yung lagi kong sinasabi.
And you live with it?
Yes po. Yun po yung lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko na, mapapagod ka? Ayaw mo magpa-picture, ayaw mo mag-video greet, tapos pag wala na, hahanapin mo naman.
Last question. Tatayo lang ako dito. Kumusta love life mo?
So ngayon Tito Boy, in all honesty naman, I'm enjoying my time. Pero if ever man po na, of course, Tito Boy, if ever, ito na lang, just to,
Okay.
to like settle this question. Kung magpapapress ko na ako, Tito Boy, kukunin kitang host pag mag-a-announce na po ako officially kung sino ang aking
Promise,
mga partner. Promise, Tito Boy. Promise, Tito Boy.
I will host that press conference. But I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you, Tito
I
Boy.
saw you as a boy. I know you're a superstar. Pero you've been able to retain your humanity. You're a wonderful person.
Yes po.
Maraming salamat,
Thank you po,
Richard.
Tito Boy.
At mabuhay ang pulang araw.
At ito po, Tito Boy, may regalo po ako sa inyo, ang hoodie po ng Pulang Araw po. This is for you.
Pulang araw. Maraming salamat po sa Pulang Araw. Richard, maraming salamat.
Thanks.
It's so sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you po. Tapusin ito sa imbitasyon sa lahat.
Mga Kapuso, iniimbitahan ko po kayo sa Lunes na po. Mapapanood nyo na sa TV, sa inyo po mga telebisyon, ang Pulang Araw. Pagkatapos po yan ng 24 oras sa GMA Prime, 8 p.m. po. Kaya para sa Pilipinas, laban lang.
Mabuhay ang Pulang Araw, mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Naitay Kapuso, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagpapatuloy sa amin, sa inyong mga tahanan at sa inyong mga puso araw-araw. Be kind, make your nanay and tatay proud, say thank you. Do one good thing a day and make this world a better place. Goodbye for now. God bless.